Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel. Thought I'd give you a little tour out here of the cold frame. You can see the onions are coming on. They're doing pretty good. We got some radishes. Radishes are doing good. And we got some stuff coming up here, and I think these are the beets that we planted. There's some more. So they're coming. The angle of the sun is changing, and this cold frame's starting to stay a lot warmer, and it's getting that time. But I want to show you what I had going today. It's January the 30th, and we just had a storm come through. You can see the garden's full of water. Got a little thunder and lightning this morning, and it's quit raining, and the sun popped out, and it's probably, I would say, close to 60 degrees. It is very warm. But I kind of wanted to show you what I had going. We're going to plant some onions today, and something else that I've been working on. I bought this building. It ain't much to look at, but if you went and bought this building, this thing would probably run you about $5 grand. Well, I didn't give near that much for it, but in fact, it cost me more to get it moved over here. Well, not more. It cost me half as much to get it moved over here as it did to what I paid for the building. But you can see we've already got it stocked up, if you will. But one of the things that I've been wanting to do is that me and the wife have been planting seeds, and she likes plants, and I'll show you her little deal and kind of what started all this. She basically stole my window, my south window on the house where I planted my plants, and I'd put them in a grow light and we'd put them in the window. Well, she's figured out that she can put her plants over there, and that's where they all are. And there's a bunch of them, and I'll show you a little bit of that. But what I want to do is I'm going to take and put a shelf in my office, and I'm going to grow my onions and my peppers and tomatoes and all that kind of stuff that I want to do. But it's getting time now where we can start planting our onions and getting them up, and that's what we're going to do today. But what I got in here is we've got a nice table, a workbench, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start planting all my stuff out here. Show you what I picked up. Lawn and leaf bags. These are heavy duty. Got them on the clearance aisle. I don't know, there's 5 or 10 of them in there. I've got a stack of them over there. I thought for a dime, I'll use those on something. But we're going to use this table right here to start planting all of our stuff. And I'm going to bring all of our dirt. There's our potting soil. I had this old toolbox sitting around. It's just been sitting out in the yard. I'm going to mix my potting soil up in there, and we're going to use that. And we're going to do all of our planting right out here. I got to get a couple of doors put on this thing, and but that's okay. I can do that. But today we're going to plant some onions, and I got something else we're going to plant that's kind of special. I'm going to show you. So let's get to planting. All right. The first thing I want to do before I do anything at all, and I picked this up from Gary over at the Rusted Garden, and I had this problem last year. The potting soil that I mixed up, the peat moss and the perlite, the peat moss especially, I didn't realize it, but we had gnats get in the house. And I thought, where are these gnats coming from? You know, you usually think you got something dead or something, or anyway, I was watching Gary over at the Rusted Garden, and one of the things that he did, and I think M.I. Gardner did this too, was that he sterilized his soil, his potting soil, before he ever planted anything. Evidently what happens is these gnats get in, they call them dirt gnats, I think. They get in there and they lay eggs in there. And the only way that you can get rid of them is to pour boiling water in there and stir it up and mix it up. It kills the eggs. So before I do anything, guess what we're going to do? I just boil this. I'm not taking any chances. And if you got peat moss in there, you can't get it too wet. You can just add some more peat moss, but this will dry up in a few days. Stir it up real good. I sure didn't know that. I've been gardening for a long time, and I had no idea. But I really never had the gnats like we had them last year. That's probably going to be too wet, but that's okay. Now naturally you want to let this cool off before you, a little bit before you go messing with it. But you're going to need water anyway. But that's a little trick I picked up from him. And I'm sure thankful for that information, because I wasn't looking forward to wrestling the gnats this year. Alright, hopefully next year I'll have a greenhouse and I won't have to worry about it. Let's plant some onions. The onions that we're going to get started with are these red maiden onions. These are supposed to be a little bit milder. These came from Hoss Tools. And I wanted to grow some onions that were different. And these are supposed to be a milder red onion. I don't know about you guys, but I can't find a red onion in a store that's not just burn you to the ground. We used to have a place over in town. It was called the Purple Onion Burger. And it was a burger joint, and they had these purple onions on there, and they were mild and sweet. And I have not to this day found an onion like that. I'm hoping these will be that way. These are red maiden onions. Next one we're going to plant is sweet agent onions. Have y'all ever heard this song? Little Larnell Harris. All right, same thing.
And everywhere he traveled, he spoke with words of love that said he'd go to any distance to show what I was worthy of.
Of course, we want to label them. The last thing we're going to plant this afternoon elephant garlic. I'm going to try to get a stand of this. I'll get a little bit this year, but I'm not looking to get, I just want to get a start on it. If you've never tried this, this is actually not a member of the garlic family. This is a member of the leek family, and you look at that. Can y'all see that? That one there is already starting to root. Look at that. This is actually a member of the leek family. And I bought 6 pounds of this. And the reason I bought it was I want to try to get a stand of it going. For me, it can go from anywhere to $6 to up to $10 a pound for this stuff. And it's excellent. It is a member of the leek family. And I wanted to see, I just got this yesterday from a guy over in Georgia. And I just want to see if I can get it to root and get it to start. And because it's going to be it's like a 2-year process to get this, to get a harvest of this. So we're going to see if we can get it started in these pots. Well, there you have it. We'll see what happens. We've got onions and some sugar cane and some elephant garlic. January the 30th, 2021. I'll show you my setup in there tomorrow once I get the lights and everything hung and the shelf up and all that. But that's all we're going to do today. I had to come out of that coat. It's done got hot. I done broke a sweat. And I don't like to sweat. Hey, appreciate y'all stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next go around.